Hi friends, let me discuss with you two trading opportunities that's on my list. First one is Canara Bank. There is a counter trend trading opportunity developing on Canara Bank. Let me show you how. As you could see from the chart, Canara Bank had a steep fall from this point till this point, from where it bounced back or from where it retraced into a minor level of resistance. From this resistance point, it pushed again into that level of support from where it bounced. Now, this low right here and this low right here is made with a divergence on the RSI. This low right here and this low right here is made with a divergence on the RSI, which means the buyers are more aggressive than the sellers at this price point. Ideally, what I would like to see is a push down into this level of support with prices closing below the previous close. Once again, a push, another push down into this level of support with prices closing below the previous close with RSI still diverging. In such a scenario, a counter trend trading opportunity is possible on this counter. Let's see how this trade pans out in the next few days. Next on my list is Voltas. Voltas is in a clear downtrend, making lower lows and lower highs. Lower lows and lower highs. We have a trend continuation as well as a counter trend opportunity in Voltas. First, let's look at the trend continuation possibility. After making a double bottom formation, the price has retraced back into a level of resistance. After making a double bottom formation, the price has retraced back into a level of resistance. As visible, there are several touches on that level of resistance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are several touches on this level of resistance, which possibly suggests that this leg might be losing steam. This leg might be losing steam. Now, for us to take a trade, a lower low closing from this level of resistance should happen, from where Voltas could move down into its immediate level of supports right here, which would be our first target. And if further bearishness prevails, we could expect prices to push down into the most recent lows or push down all the way into next level of support, which would be our second targets. That is the first likely scenario. Now, a higher high closing from this level of resistance could take Voltas to its next level of resistance. A higher high closing from this level of resistance could take Voltas into its next level of resistance, which would be our first targets in this scenario. Now, let's look at the counter trend opportunity. For a counter trend opportunity to develop, Voltas should drop and close below its most recent low with divergence on the RSI. Voltas should drop and close below the most recent low. This is our most recent low. Voltas should drop and close below the most recent low with divergence on the RSI. As you could see from the chart, already there has been an RSI divergence when the most recent lower lows were made. The most recent lower lows has been this. This is a lower low and this is the most recent lower low. When this low and this low was made right here, there was a divergence on the RSI. What it suggests is the downfall may get arrested for the time being, or a very short term bottom has been put in place or has been made. Now, once the price drops and closes below the most recent low, we expect a higher high closing on the next few candles to place our orders. Means once the prices drops and closes below the most recent high with RSI still diverging, we expect a higher high closing on the next few candles to place our orders and take targets towards our immediate levels of resistances. That is, once we get a higher high closing somewhere in this vicinity, we expect the prices to move into this level of resistance, which would be our first target, and this level our second target. Let's see how the trade pans out in the next few days.